Hi everyone, thanks for watching. Today's perfume review is all about Cuir Béluga by Guerlain. This is part of their L'Art et les Matières collection, and that range of perfumes is a little bit more pricey than what's on their regular selection. It's only available at certain Guerlain counters. I got my sample at the flagship boutique in Toronto, which is inside a Holt Renfrew, and I was chatting with the sales associate and kind of asking him what their bestseller was, and at the time it was Cuir Béluga. And I can totally see why. This is a very unisex fragrance, super easy to wear, and I can see why it would do really well in a big city at a flagship counter. So this collection of perfumes, as I was saying, seems to be attracting that customer that maybe is already familiar with perfume a little bit and is willing to spend a little bit more money. Everything in the collection is different than what's normally at the Guerlain counter, so every perfume has a very specific point of view. You know, there's a rose one for rose lovers, there's leather for leather lovers, there's a neroli option, a musk option. So if you already have a sense of what you want in a fragrance, then that collection seems to be for that type of buyer, and it's priced accordingly. It is a little bit more niche, but without being too experimental, I would say. So definitely worth checking out and really interesting, but more expensive than what would be available for the average Guerlain shopper, I would say. So Cuir Béluga, as I was saying, I think it's easy to see why it would do so well because it is primarily a vanilla fragrance. Now that vanilla is blended with a leather, and that's why it's called cuir, because cuir means leather in French. But even if you're not a leather lover, this will really appeal to almost anybody because the leather in this perfume is not a hard leather. You know, it's not like that Prada Saffiano bag, which is like super durable, scratch resistant. This is really like a soft, worn in leather. It's almost like suede. It's very plush. It's almost like nubuck, actually, if you think about it, because it's touchable and it's soft, but it's not necessarily super leathery. And I think it's the effect of the vanilla that really does that to the leather. I think they've purposely chosen to create a leather perfume that's not that challenging, that's, you know, easy to wear, and probably that is what makes this perfume so lovable. I mean, I definitely enjoyed wearing it when I was sampling it, to the point that I stopped wearing it while I was on vacation because I didn't want to run out of what I had. I just had the sample and I knew I wasn't going to be able to go back and get more. So easy to wear and nice to wear and pretty much appropriate for any occasion. I mean, I can see someone wearing this to the office every single day and not getting sick of it and being glorious to hug or be around or work with. I can see someone wearing this to a barbecue. I wore it in the summer when it was hot and humid and I was all sweaty, and I liked it then, but then it also really works well in cooler weather. It really shines on a rainy day because that leather and vanilla cloud kind of is cozy and envelops you, and it's like a nice hug. So I think it would work really well in rainy weather that's still not too cold. Lasting power is amazing. I really got a full day of wear out of this. I would say 8 to 10 hours easily, and that's with, you know, a couple sprays from a tiny little sample vial. Sillage is excellent too. Other people could kind of smell me if they were beside me. Definitely throughout the day when I wear this, I get wafts of that vanilla cloud, and the leather, the suede is really just in the dry down. You know, it's not really up top. It's not in your face at all. It's just kind of when at the end of the day you put your nose to your skin or your shirt, wherever you're wearing this, that's when you can really smell the leather and kind of appreciate the leathery nuances that come with that vanilla cloud. I know there's a whole bunch of other listed notes. I think there's mandarin, there's immortelle. I definitely get a tiny burst of something citrusy. I feel like it's more, it reminds me of orange juice, like straight up orange juice when I first smell it. And that's nice, but it doesn't last very long because the vanilla is so dominant in this perfume, and really you get that cupcake kind of vanilla, you know. And I'm not saying that it's synthetic or cheap or childish, but it is just like a yummy, I just think of a cupcake with vanilla icing, and that's the kind of vanilla that's in this. It's very nice, like I said, very, very pleasant. Definitely this would be a great perfume to wear if you wanted someone to hug you, or you were going to be hugging other people. Like if you were at a family gathering and you knew you were going to hug people that were in your family that you hadn't seen for a long time, this would be a great perfume to wear because it's not too much, but it's just nice and it's cozy. And I think people genuinely love that vanilla and you know, want to smell that. But then the leather keeps it more interesting. So if you're that person that's like, well, I don't want a straight up vanilla, and you want something that's still nuanced and, you know, changes into something else as you wear it, then this would be good for that, because if there is a leather, a suede that's in there somewhere. It's plush, it's worn in, but it's not but it's not disappearing. It's still there, you know, it's still present, and you can smell it as you wear this perfume. I think if you are a true hard and fast like leather lover, this will probably not satisfy you. If you are looking for something super complex and, you know, something that changes every time you wear it, this is probably not going to be your bag either. But if you want something that's easy to wear, this is definitely it. And the nice thing about it is you'll get a lot of wear out of it because it is so nice. You know, you won't have to save it for when you're going to be working from home. You'll be able to wear it whenever you want, and there's no bad time for it, really. So, you know, I think that's important because when you think about the price of this perfume, I feel like a lot of people will feel like they're priced out of purchasing anything from that collection. But at the same time, if it's something that you're going to wear a lot, then maybe it's worth it. I don't know. But definitely an enjoyable one from the brand and from this collection, and definitely it kind of did make its way on my wish list. But I'll have to compare it to other vanillas in my collection. I don't have a leather vanilla that's like this. So for me, it's very unique, very enjoyable, nice to wear. And I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Bye.